everyone. It's Crystal. It's your red pill brown girl. Coming at you live with Blanche. Blanche, hook up your people, man.
Hook up
You
my
got it.
who my people?
Your team. Your crew is not on yet.
They're not on yet.
Nope, we gotta get them on.
You know what? My bad. I gotta go on IG so people know I'm live.
Yep.
My bad.
What is up, you guys? I know it's Thursday. I typically don't go live, but Blanche and I, we're trying to do this project, you guys, and we need y'all. We need your support. We're starting a new project. You might have seen the thumbnail already. It's called Unblack. If you don't know by now, Blanche and I, we don't claim to be black. We're free. We don't have any labels or anything like that. And so we're starting this new project where we're going to tackle a lot of the issues that are facing Black America and hopefully convince you guys to just unblack yourself. Can I say unblack yourself?
Oh yeah. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. You can say that. Yeah.
So be looking out for that, you guys. Please be looking out. Support our channel. If you have not already, please hit the like button to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Blanche. He is Blanche on all outlets: YouTube, Facebook, Insta, TikTok. And tonight is going to be a really good show. You you might have seen the title already. We're going to talk about that Target boycott, y'all. It's a mess.
Y'all, this is so crazy to me. When she shows this clip, you're gonna be like, "What in the world?"
But you know what's crazy is they keep saying that it's the most successful boycott. Black people. Black people,
It's the
y'all.
most successful boycott. What did they do? I didn't see not one Target store closed. I didn't see nothing, like no shelves were empty. What did they do?
The most successful boycott. Yeah, y'all, something is wrong with Black people, and we're going to talk about it tonight. Something is seriously wrong with Black people, and we're going to talk about it. But like I said, if you have not already, please like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. Oh gosh. You guys, thank you so much for all the chats. We're gonna read all the chats. Thank you for the super chats. And somebody says, they there you go, your crew talking about my laugh.
Listen, listen, RPG. Do not get rid of your laugh. Do not get rid of your laugh, because what people say you shouldn't do is probably gonna make you some money. So don't get rid of your laugh.
Thank you, Blanche. Hold on. Target laughs as they seen Black people still shop. Let me tell you something. Black people have made a debacle. So just they made a, I mean, like, if they are so unserious. I mean, serious. Like, if you have not unblacked yourself, then please, y'all do it today before it's too late.
Will there be one? Will there be two? Will there be three? Come to the altar and shed your blackness. Please come.
Y'all, it's embarrassing at this point. So everyone knows that in last year when President Trump took office, he repealed all of the DEI initiatives, and with that, Target, following the law saying that DEI is unconstitutional, they quote unquote repealed back some of their DEI initiatives publicly. However, they made commitments to the black community, whatever that means. Whatever that means. They made commitments to the black community in 2020 after George Floyd, the crackhead, what did suicide by cop. Okay. So that was when everybody was kneeling, you guys. They had all the black squares, and Target found itself in the middle of this debacle. And like most white people, white liberals, you're going to quickly find out that when you get in bed with these black people, when you get in bed with them, the terms are always going to change. They're going to move the goalposts 1,000 different times. And so Target made the commitment to invest money into their communities, some other stuff. And you guys, I'm going to play the clip. But basically, all they said is that, hey, we're going to follow the law and not hire based on DEI principles. And the blacks went crazy.
Well, what I find interesting is the mighty kings and queens, for some reason, always need something special done for them. And I keep asking you all, if y'all are so great and so wonderful, you built everything, you invented everything, why can't you all compete with white people? Why? I don't understand that. Y'all can't compete with white people. You tell me they slow, they stupid, they weak, they all of these things. But when it comes to compete with them, the standardized test is racist, math is racist, school is racist, they got a lower standards. I was like, listen. Unblack is the title of this podcast for a reason. Because nothing about black is excellent. Nothing about black is of a higher standard. Nothing about black is competition. Nothing about black is it's not true. You mean to tell me you need Target to do something for you? All these black businesses out here, you can't support them? Think about it. They ain't making no fuss about the black businesses.
Nope.
They could have put all this energy towards a black business. Y'all could have said, instead of boycotting Target, we're going to promote a black business. We're going to spend with a black business. We're going to make somebody rich this month. Y'all could have picked a black business once a month, and y'all could have made 12 millionaires in a year. But you know what y'all want to do? Y'all want what white people have. Y'all want Target.
It's just you're 100% right, Blanche. It's so funny because my husband said the exact same thing. He was like, they boycotted, and he was like, they didn't start their own. It's like you boycott Target and then you go to Walmart. Like you go to Amazon. Oh, that's real DEI there. Like
Right.
I don't get it, and unfortunately, that's why people cannot take you guys seriously. They can't. They don't know where it's going to end. And so Jamal Bryant had a press conference in DC last week, and he had it with the other blacks to talk about the boycott. The Target boycott is done. Now, I find this to be interesting. And it was actually Roland Martin that said, why would they come and say, hey, we came to an agreement with Target? But Target hasn't said that they go. Target ain't made no statement. Blanche, Target hasn't come out and said anything.
Target has not communicated with them since last year. They have not talked to Target. I just say what it is. Target stopped answering the phone probably last September. So this is all just, they just projected. They ain't talked to nobody at Target. They ain't talked to nobody at Target. They went to a manager at a Target, a local Target, a manager. They talked to the manager at a local Target. And the manager said, well, shoot, y'all can come in here and shop if you want to. I mean, all right, beef is over.
I can't.
They ain't talking to you. Think they hold on? You think they talking to Target? Stop. They're on the phone with this.
He said they went to a local Target.
They talked to the manager. It was like, well, I guess you can shop here. I mean, yeah, you can come on in.
Blanche, I have tears coming out my eyes. This is not this is not good. This is not a good start to our show because you messing up my makeup. I gotta get a tissue.
Why didn't Target respond? Target ain't, man, stop. Could you imagine somebody at Target talking to Jamal Bryant and a bunch
Y'all,
of black folks on a conference call, a bunch of screaming in the background, a bunch of yelling and hollering. We want reparation. Come on, you're gonna be like, click, hang up.
why is he like this? Y'all, he didn't tell me he was gonna say that. And he is so retarded, Blanche. You say he went to a local Target and said, I want to talk to
I'm like, dude, Target ain't talking to them for
you. That
what?
joint was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny. That was funny. Somebody said, what the hell is so funny? That was funny. But so anyway, it was actually Roland Martin that said, you don't end a boycott. Usually, when a boycott ends, both parties come to terms and say, hey, we've issued a statement. We were wrong. So no apology. No apology was made by Target. Nothing. Target just continued to do, I guess, what they said they were always going to do, which is help out the Black community. And so Jamal Bryant actually came out with, I think it was Nina Turner and whatever the other girl was, and said that the Target fast, he was very careful with his words. He said the Target fast had ended. Well, I did not know this, you guys, and you getting ready to find out, if you didn't know, that he didn't start it. He never started it. So here I am thinking that Jamal Bryant started. Didn't you think it started by Jamal Bryant? What did
No,
you think, Blanche?
no. He came on afterwards. The boycott had started, and he went into his pulpit and spoke about it.
Yeah.
But no, he
But
didn't start it. Mm-mm.
I didn't know that. I thought Jamal Bryant had started this fast. Well, come to find out, Sister Nakima, what's her name? Nakima Levy Armstrong was like, hold on, wait, how did he make this about him? He didn't start the fast, so he can't end it. And so all of this mess goes on, and Jamal Bryant capitulates to them. He actually apologizes.
To Target.
No, he apologizes to the Black girls, remember?
But hold on, one thing before I forget. If Target was really affected by this boycott or fast, they would have made a public appearance. It would have been a joint effort between whoever, whether it be Jamal or the other girl. They would have did a public display of shaking hands and showing their solidarity. They would have done that if they were really affected.
Yeah.
The fact that Target was a no show and not saying anything lets you know they weren't affected.
Nah, not by Black people. I don't understand when Black people are going to realize that that Black people are only what Black women especially are only 6%
6%.
of the,
Yeah.
yeah, 15% of the population. Like, you
No,
cannot.
6%.
No, I'm talking about Black women are
Oh,
6%, and then Black people I think are 15%. I'm almost
12.
positive.
Well, it must have grew because
12,
it was
12, yeah, it depends on how many abortions go on that month. I mean, I just, hey, so, or how many babies Mexicans have. So we're not, Black people are not a huge part of the population. They're just not. So I know that they want to believe that Target capitulated to them, but why would they? Like, what incentive?
they wouldn't. And you know, and I know, Black folks can't stick with nothing long enough to make it have an impact anyway. So even if Black folks did boycott Target, how long did it last? 1 or 2 days? I mean, come on, like they're not going to see something through to the end. So Target was not affected. Black people have a small population, but they are a very large consumer group.
Mhm.
And because they are a consumer group at that small percentage of the country, they're not disciplined. So that means they're going to consume. And everybody knows it. The fast food restaurants know it. Target knows it. Walmart knows it. Everybody knows that black folks are going to consume. So they take no boycott serious. Why would they?
Yeah.
You're going to come in and shop with us.
Yeah. If anything, Target, I believe you guys, Target is being affected by Amazon and
Yeah.
Walmart. I mean,
Yeah.
like people are just, we're in a convenience economy where Target is not in every single neighborhood, especially not in the black ones. Let's keep it funky. Um and people are just used to getting it on their phones like right away. And Target has not perfected that model. I don't know why they haven't figured out how to scale. Everything that I own, that I buy from Target, it takes me 2-3 days to get it.
Mm.
It just does. And that's just not the way that the world works anymore. People are Amazon. So I do believe that probably had a huge effect on Target sales. And then the boycott came. But either way, Target didn't come out and apologize. And so the black women were not happy at all. Jamal Bryant then throws himself at the mercy of the court. Like, poor guy. I actually felt bad for him, Blanche. I felt bad for him. I really did, no lie.
May he suffer.
He actually really tried, and we only gonna watch part of his speech, and then we gonna go to the good part.
This chick right here is insufferable.
She is. I just don't even understand how men do it. Can you see it?
Yeah, but it's
Here we go. All right, guys.
What is
We
your
said it from day one that it was an indefinite boycott.
and I'm asking.
Here we go. All right. So Jamal Bryant really tries right here.
I want to pause
he wore that pride blazer.
and extend my heartfelt commendation to the black businesses who over this past year have had to pivot and had to contort because of the adverse impact of this boycott.
Hold on. Let me take it back to the beginning where he's groveling.
To the press and in conversation, I have heralded out loud the remarkable leadership of Attorney Nakima, Representative Nina, and Sister Soldier Tamika Mallory. I think that they are incredible leaders. And I don't want history to record that I tried to stand in the way of the leadership of warrior women. I absolutely tip my hat to them for their innovation, for their courage, for their passion, and their fire. It was my intention then, as it is now, to walk alongside them, but to never walk in front of them. Let the record reflect and show that it was black women that started this movement. It was black women who were at the helm. And it's been my privilege to stand alongside them. I am grieved that because of the pain and the trauma.
Okay. So he really tried, y'all. He was groveling to the nth degree. He even said, I throw myself.
This is disgusting.
It really is.
It's disgusting. This is why the black community will never, ever, ever come from out of the depths of despair. Because the men are too weak. They're too weak. Y'all are following Jamal Bryant dressed up like the gay Mr. Rogers. And y'all think that it's not going to work. It's not going to work, people. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. He's taking behind the legacy of Eddie Long. It's not going to work.
The late great Bishop, Eddie Long.
Bishop.
Oh, the pedo bishop.
That man was in the pulpit with his arms out. He had a gym pastor's robe on with the arms cut out and a toupee on, and black folks is in there hooting and hollering.
And touching the little boys. Touching the little boys. You know them boys came out about him?
Oh, listen, I met one of them.
Oh,
I actually met one of the guys. He was messed up though. I think he's messed up. He got the money, but he's messed up.
Yeah. So, y'all, he is trying his best. But like we always say about especially black women, y'all, it's just never enough. That's why y'all talking about reparations. Let me tell you, white folks could give y'all reparations if they want to. Y'all, they still never going to hear the end of it.
Wait y'all hear this woman.
So then this
keep in mind
goes off, y'all.
Keep in mind, RPG, somebody's dating her.
Oh God.
Or
I can't.
Somebody.
Let me show you something that makes me furious every time I see it. This is a real tax return from someone making $284,000.
Hold on, let's see if she's not from Syria. Well, these BLM type women, they all gays. So let's find out. What's her name?
She could be a stud burger. She could.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if she got a family. But oh my God, y'all. When I say she goes in, and honestly, I don't think it really required all of this. I understood what she said, but it didn't require all of this. Hold on, y'all watch the clip and I'm gonna find out if sis got a man.
Serious people don't do things like this.
And I'm gonna go back to the original. I'm gonna go back to the original question. You're saying the boycott is continuing. You said that. So the question is, what is
we said it from day one that it was an indefinite boycott.
And I'm asking.
It wasn't 40 days.
One second. What is your plan of action for the boycott? 2, what are your demands of Target? What are your specific demands of Target? And 3, have those been articulated to the Target leadership?
First of all, when we sent out our press release on January 28th of 2025 announcing the Target boycott, we listed our demands at that time. And during our press conference that happened on January 30th. And as a matter of fact, 2 of our demands wound up on the targetfast.org website because of the trickery of these people involved. So that's number one.
One second. Nakima, 1 second. For the people who don't know your press release, what are those 2 demands?
Well, the first one is that the most obvious one is that Target reverses its decision to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion. That should be obvious. The second demand is for Target to account for the $2.1 billion that it pledged in 2021 in the aftermath of the killing of George Floyd. Our third demand has to do with Target's involvement in increasing the incarceration rate in Hennepin County, Minnesota, leading to a young man by the name of Mahdi Ali, a young immigrant who at 16 years old wound up in prison for 2 murders he did not commit.
What? Like, do you see how this what did this turn into? It went from DEI to immigrants, then it's gonna go to the gays and LGBT. Watch.
But hold on. But why is that Target fault? Like, think about it. Okay, George Floyd got killed. Really overdosed, but let's say he did get killed. How's the bill on Target? Like, how is Target responsible for this stuff? Like, what? That's crazy.
So this was the answer that Jamal Bryant gave when it was one of the press conference said, why Target? Because a lot of organizations, roll back their DEI with this administration. And do you know what the answer he said, Blanche? He said, well, Target is the company that we invited to the cookout. So it's betrayal.
Okay, I remember.
Y'all see, white folks, take note, okay? When you get in bed with these people, it's never enough. It's never enough. Keep going.
Target had contributed funds to the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, and they said, we don't just want arrests, we want convictions. And then they sent 2 forensic analysts to testify at his trial, leading to a wrongful conviction of a young man of color. This man is now over 30 years old and still in prison for murders he did not commit. Target needs to make amends for all of these things. So when I'm on your show,
What? Am I missing something?
No, you're not. You're not. Because you're not black. That's probably why you don't understand.
This boy done killed 2 people. Now, not one person. They wrong about 2 people he killed. Think about that. They wrong about 2.
Yep.
So they wrong about 2 people he killed, and he's still in prison. He's 30 years old. I mean, he's been in there for 14 years. And Target is like, what? Who is that?
This TC per Target probably don't even know what she's talking about.
Guess what? They ain't talked to Target. I told you. Roland Martin asked her, he said, does the leadership at Target know your demand? Get what she said. We said it at the press release. That means no.
No.
They ain't talk nobody at Target. They ain't got an email. They ain't got a phone. They ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
An address, nothing.
You're right.
They went to a local Target and said, we got demands.
And the manager said,
and the manager's like, I can talk to my regional director, but I mean, that's about far as I can go. I don't know what to tell you.
Hold on. Y'all listen. This is she read. Y'all look at how she just aggressive. I tell you what, every man that is in love with a black woman is suffering through this right now. I mean, seriously, I'm glad that I'm not black no more, but I remember when I was, that's how we were. Like, I mean, she ready.
Ready to fight. She ready to fight.
She ready to fight. And they fight in the same fight. She's this mad, y'all.
Show, and I'm talking seriously about these issues. It's hard for me to ignore people who are unserious when it comes to accountability, when it comes to truthfulness, when it comes to holding the line for Black America. That is what we have experienced. So even for me to have to sit there and listen to this man go on and on and on with the theatrical performance before I came on you to talk about something real is offensive. And
she said that he's unserious, Blanche.
If that ain't the pot and the skillet, if that ain't the pot and the skillet and the asphalt calling the kettle black.
Literally.
Unserious, ma'am.
Let's keep going.
I'm just tired of it. We have bigger fish to fry in the Black community. We're dealing with the attacks by the Trump administration. We're dealing with ICE busting down people's doors. We're dealing with them trying to erase Black history. We're dealing with hundreds of thousands of Black women who have been unemployed since Trump took over again. And now here we are in the midst of all of this, dealing with some foolishness that didn't even have to happen.
Y'all, the goalposts that turned into it went from DEI to Black women being unemployed, the Trump administration. Like, what?
Roland Martin, roly-poly, asked her a very good question. Does the leadership at Target know your demands? And you notice she did not say yes.
Let me tell you, y'all, I have a secret. I have been secretly impressed with Roland Martin within these past 2 weeks, y'all. And you know what? It's evident. He is evidence that it doesn't matter what you do or how Black you are, it's going to hit a dead end. He is literally trying to reason with this person, this human being, and she goes off, y'all. Hold on, let's keep going. It's only a couple more minutes of this. Here we go.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter. Here's how it works.
Literally trying to reason with her.
Well, I am an organizer, Roland. You are a media person. Okay, let's understand.
I know that. And so what I'm asking is
how many protests, demonstrations, everything else that I have successfully organized. So as an organizer, understanding decentralized leadership, it's asking people, number one, continue to spread the word. in your networks and in your community that the Target boycott is still going on, and as a matter of fact, to double down.
Hold on. Let me go here.
We were offered a meeting with Target, and you know what we said? We will only meet with Target if the starting point for the conversation is them reversing their decision to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion. If that is not on their agenda, you're not going to waste our time. We're not playing these games with these people. We are winning.
Yeah.
So it was said and established that the DEI didn't actually benefit Black people, right?
That's what they said. That's what the blacks said that, but it's just not true. It's actually not true.
So the DEI did benefit Black people.
I think that it was for Black people, but just like everything else, Black people don't have the wherewithal to, I guess, what do you want to call it? Like, to take advantage of it. So
Gotcha.
it was left open for other people to take advantage of it. That's what I mean, this was really made for Black people. However, the largest beneficiary of it are other people, because Black folks, this is what you get with Black folks. You know?
This is crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Y'all, it's so bad. And she just is going off. Like, he can't even get a word in edgewise. She is just so angry.
No, actually, I'm not conflating. I'm not conflating the two.
I'm talking about organic organizing,
right,
which is what people are doing. And some people have taken meetings with Target. And that's fine and dandy if that's what they want to do. It doesn't mean that there's going to be an end to the boycott simply because someone takes a meeting with Target. We were offered a meeting with Target.
Hold on. Let me go.
So whether you disagree or not, it's news. So I was going to play it.
Here we go.
Nakima, I played that because it actually happened today. And so that's why I played it. It still is news. Whether you disagree with it or not.
Doesn't matter.
Well, first of all, whether you disagree or not, it's news. So I was going to play it. So it got played.
It was a theatrical format.
Okay, well, that's your interpretation. I'm still going to play it for the benefit of the audience. The question is this here.
You could have played it at a different time.
No.
Because I don't want to waste my time listening to that garbage.
Well, guess what? I played it when I played it because it led into the conversation. Now,
get it. I like how he's kind of giving it to her a little bit.
So this is what I mean by unserious people. She just said that people are taking meetings with Target. So keep in mind, she has her own boycott. Jamal has his own fast. And then other groups are having their own boycotts. So now you got Target looking at multiple groups. It's really a shakedown, trying to get money from Target.
You're exactly right.
And Target is like, we ain't talking to none of y'all. And guess what? They have a meeting with them. And they say, okay, what do y'all want? We just want a banner at the school. Because you ain't getting no money. Like, you're not getting a check. You know what I'm saying? You can get these gift cards and a banner. That's about it. You ain't getting a check though. So I'm trying to figure out, how are all of y'all boycotting with different goals?
It's a mess.
It's crazy.
It's a mess. It's a mess. And that's basically what he was saying, because he was like, are you saying that you own it? And that's why she mentioned the whole decentralized thing. But you can't take these people seriously. Like you said, Blanche, it's a shakedown. And then here's how she ends.
Now,
you guys.
Now, it's Target as a new CEO. Target as well. Well, I made the decision. Well, guess what? I did it. I played Nakima. I already played it. Here's my question. It was a waste of time. Well, no, it's a waste of time arguing back and forth when I can ask the next question. And the next question is this here. As a new CEO of Target, has your organization communicated with him as it relates to a meeting to address your specific demands?
Like I said, Target reached out, and I said specifically, if
the new CEO or the previous CEO?
The new CEO.
Got it. And the new CEO.
And I put it on the table. If that's not part of the conversation, no, we're not wasting our time meeting with you. Why would we? If you're not going to listen to what Black America, what women, what the LGBTQ community is asking you for, which is basic.
You see how they sneak that? Target is confused. It went from DEI to immigrants to women.
George Floyd to the other boy that got
now LGBT.
Hold on, it went from George Floyd getting killed by the police, and then a young man being falsely imprisoned. Then it went to this is crazy.
Like Target is confused, and that's Target. That's why you don't go to the cookout. This is white people. I keep saying white people have to stay away from Black people. They do.
They do.
It can mean their life, like it can mean their life, their livelihood, everything.
Look at that face on the screen. Look at that face. That is the face that will never be in agreement. That is a face that will never submit. Ever.
Dignity and respect, and not to capitulate to the Trump administration. Then what do we have to talk about?
Okay. Well, we'll certainly see what happens if they actually meet, and keep us abreast what the next steps are.
I actually think that Roland Martin tried. Y'all, I usually don't cook me in the comments, but I actually think that he was trying to be like what is going on here?
See what's happening is these people are lifelong, what we call them? I don't know what to call them, but they're like lifelong Black folks. They make a living off of talking about race. This is their livelihood.
Race hustlers.
He says race hustlers. But even they're like, y'all are unreasonable. Like you're not even savvy. Y'all just ridiculous. Like even Roland's like, wait a minute, you got to calm down. Like you can mess up with everybody.
Yes.
Because see what's happening is because she's so unruly, they're gonna close the door completely.
Probably already has.
Well, they ain't talked. You heard what she said. The new CEO reached out to us, but we told him we're not meeting with him unless he rolls back DEI. Ma'am, what do you think?
I don't have the power to change the federal government.
What are you talking about, ma'am?
You're right. I never thought about it like that. He is probably like, it's a bridge too far. Like, like, what do you want? They gave you money. They're giving you money. They can't get old boy out of prison.
They can't resurrect George Floyd. They can't.
Like, what do you want?
Like, and then it went from Black people to Black women to LGBTQ to immigrants. I'm like, good, ma'am.
Y'all, you cannot help these people. You can't help them. And it don't matter what they are. It doesn't matter if they're conservative, liberal. That's why the title of this show, you guys, I'm Black. Because if somebody is proclaiming to be Black, Blanche always says to be Black
is to be controlled. And as you see, right, you got two people on the screen, Roland and what's her name?
Nakima. And she is married. Good looking husband.
Listen, her husband
is in hell.
He's a POW. He is a POW.
Y'all know what that means. Put it in the chat if y'all know what he means.
Because there's no way a woman that acts like this is going to come home and submit to a man. Forget submission. That's too much. That's too far. She will not go home and not release her anger and frustration out on that husband. Ain't no way. Ain't whatever she couldn't do to Roland, she's gonna do to that husband.
Blanche, you are Y'all put in the chat if you know what he said when he said POW. But y'all, you're right. And now I understand what, yes, prisoner of war. But he said prisoner of weave. That's the new POW.
No, prisoners of the weave, prisoners of the wrath, prisoners of the wig, prisoners of the WAP.
Yes.
Black man catching hell. And RPG said earlier, she said, black men are catching. Could you imagine being married to this woman? Guess what?
I can't.
She got on a Cuban link chain. Women don't wear this. She got on a Cuban link
chain. Oh my God. You caught that. She wear the pants.
She wear the pants. Links. She wear the pants.
I feel bad for her husband. And I mean, y'all, you know the Bible says it's better to live on the roof of your house for a man than to live with a contentious woman. And she is so angry. And it's like we on the same side. Jamal Bryant, I actually agree with her. Okay, Nakima, I agree with you, sis. He did make it about himself. He did not announce your cause when he announced it. So everybody thought that it was his thing. I thought it was his thing too. So I agree with you. But at what point do you just say, okay, you were wrong. Let's go grab something to eat?
She want a check. See, what all this is about is really a check. Because you go to Target with demands and then Target cuts you the check. That's how this works. And so Jamal Bryant already got his check. So him apologizing don't mean anything. He already got paid. He ain't tripping. I'll apologize.
Well, he said in that clip, he said, I swear as God is my witness, which I don't know, is that he didn't get a check. I think he's a ham. I do. I think that he does this kinds of stuff. You know, I really do. Like he likes to be the face of these kinds of things. And I know he don't really need a check. Of all of them, he's the one that don't need it. So I really understand where she's coming from. It's like you ended it, but you got your bag. I didn't get my bag. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the money. Oh, look at that. You don't need the money, but I do. But God, like it's the way she ready.
Listen, RPG, when people say that they didn't get a check, I swear I didn't get a check. Yeah.
As God is my witness.
Yeah. You didn't get a check. One of your organizations got a check. One of your companies got it. Somebody got a check. You didn't get the check handed to you directly, but a check came in a roundabout way, and it's gonna come to you. So we're not gonna play that game, Jamal.
You might, yeah. I can see that.
I know how this game works. They pay the other people, then they get paid from that. I know how that works.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I just don't understand. Like this to me was so simple. This was a simple task. It was a simple task, and they just made a mockery out of it. And these are the same people that call President Trump stupid. They call him stupid. They call him a pedophile. They call him all kinds of things. But y'all can't get on one accord. Blanche, before we started, Blanche was talking about this episode of the Boondocks. Hold on, I'm gonna share it. This is black folks. This is black folks, y'all. Blanche, set it up.
So if you remember this episode, the ghost of Stinkmeister he's possessed Tom. So Tom is possessed by Stinkmeister. He's a character from the Boondocks, but he ended up getting killed. So he's possessing Tom, and Tom is the guy that's married to a white lady. They have a biracial child. So anyway, so this is not who Tom is. So he possessed the quote unquote Uncle Tom. You know, that was his host of choice. So anyway, they're trying to expel this demon of Stinkmeister out of Tom. So they called Uncle Ruckus over. Uncle Ruckus bought certain tools like a book, a nightstick, a job application. He bought certain things to help get this demon up out of Tom. So I don't know where she's going to start it, but it's the exorcism of Tom Dubois.
A job.
A nigga moment cannot be resolved through violence, but where there's harmony and peace.
What?
Go back.
What's happening?
Okay, sorry, hold on.
You tricked me.
Sorry.
Distaste for Negro.
Right.
But black people are special imaginary friends.
Peace.
We killed the nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, Yui?
Right there?
Yeah, about right there, yeah.
Okay. I'll take it back a little bit.
Back a little bit. Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah. He's got nigga in him.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Yui? You retarded or some shit? You gonna beat the man's brains in, and what you gonna say to the cops? Sorry, officer, we killed the nigga cause he had an evil spirit?
Ghost, it's late. Can you just tell me what I'm supposed to do so I can go to bed?
I can't believe you haven't figured this shit out, chick. Peace.
You got imaginary friends?
Peace. Peace. Stink meaner, you hate black people, don't you?
I sure do. I mean, I hate everyone in general, but black people especially.
And Ruckus, you hate black people too.
I wouldn't exactly call them people, but yeah. I have a deep distaste for Negro.
Right. And Stink meaner, I bet you hate rap music.
If you can call that old stinky booty gorilla noise music.
Thank you, booty. I must say that's a brilliant observation, Mina.
I have forgotten a nigga moment cannot be resolved through violence, but where there's harmony and peace.
What? What's happening? No! You tricked me!
A nigga moment cannot exist.
No! You tricked me! I'm gonna get you eventually, Robert! You hear me? No!
Where there's harmony and peace, a nigga moment cannot exist.
What's funny about this show is the show was so accurate, and if you all notice, black folks can't never get along. They can never get along with, like, even with a boycott. Y'all supposed to be on the same side. Like, y'all were going against Target and you still can't do it.
And there was plenty of other, like she said, there were plenty of other companies to boycott if they wanted, but they get on her boycott and just can't get along.
Somebody put in the comments, somebody said, had it not been for Jamal Bryant, nobody would have knew about the boycott.
True. That's true too. That's true too.
They're just unserious.
I know.
They're so unserious, man.
Yeah, they so unserious, and that's why you guys, I'm telling you, you better unblack. You better unblack. I'm telling you, you're gonna miss the boat. You're gonna miss the boat. People are tired of black people. They are. And I think they love black people. I really do. I think you want to like black people. Black people are very unique, very creative, very talented, very fun. But the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
and the problem is because this version of black isn't that good. In the past, it was a lot better. Now it's not. So it's just like, you know, people have been over backwards for you all. They do. I mean, this country bends over backwards for black people. I mean, it's actually sickening.
And to get nothing in return. To get nothing. All for you to turn around and not even like to get. I was talking about Jesse Jackson and how President Trump was so kind to him, like supported him when he was running for, and he just like turned on. It's like if I was white, and you guys, I'm not black, but I'm definitely not white because I'm not weak like white people. I would have nothing to do with black people. No lie.
I say a prayer every night, and I say, "Dear Lord, please bring me back white. Just
I knew you were gonna say
Lord, just bring me back white. I'll take a year. And in that year, bring me back white. I want to be about 6'7". I want long blonde hair, broad shoulders, big chest, six pack, great smile. And when I tell you I'm going to terrorize the Black community, I'm going to terrorize y'all. When I tell
you won't have no backup because most of the white people
I won't need it. Hold on. The way I'm coming back, I'll come back like Thor. Come back with a hammer. I'm coming, listen, the God of Thunder. I am going to terrorize the Black community. Terrorize. Because I'm gonna go viral. I'm gonna be viral now. So I'm gonna terrorize y'all. Because you know what? Because now it's time for the reckoning. And Black folks have been getting away with murder for the past, I'm gonna say 70 years. I'm talking about pure D, just unadulterated. Think about the jurors in the OJ case saying, we found him not guilty because of the way they did Rodney King. Could you imagine if a white person said, we found him not guilty, but because his father was in the Klan? Could you imagine they would bring the whole trial back. That person would be innocent, and everybody in the jury would be getting tried for murder.
It's the whole truth. It's the whole truth. And like that's what I said, like white people you're allowed to openly discriminate against them. You're allowed to call them any name that you want. And it's like the people that are your white brothers and sisters, they're so weak, they don't even support you.
Listen.
It's so sad.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The country was better when white people were actually white.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is today. They more beige or tan. When white folks was white and they stood for something and they didn't care about all this foolishness, the country was thriving. The moment white people grew a conscience and said, you know what, maybe the floodgates opened up.
Yeah. And it's really sad because white people get mad that the Jews ain't playing it. Like the Jews don't hate themselves. Like, and the Jews don't. You mad because President Trump don't hate himself. He's not going to do it. What you looking at?
No. They said I was lagging. They said I was lagging behind. I look like I'm in real time on the screen, though.
Yeah, it looks like you are. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. If you have not already, please go ahead and switch. If you are watching and you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel, Red Pill Brown Girl. Subscribe to Blanche's channel. He is Blanchard. You guys, we are talking about Black folks and being unblacked. I'm so glad that God opened up my eyes, y'all, because Black folks are crazy. The next story that we're going to go into, you guys, I know we are a little late on this one, Blanche, but we both said that we were going to cover it. And so I just said, okay, this is another reason why we're not Black. What is up with Black women in these traffic stops? What's going on?
I look at it two different ways. Okay. I got two theories.
Mm-hmm.
The first theory is Black women are yearning for male authority. Because Black men are so weak, they don't get normal male authority. So when they encounter a cop, they know he's going to be the authoritative figure. Like he's not going to bend. So that's what they actually want. And it's kind of, it's almost in her nature, and it's almost sexual, you know, to be in front of a man that's stern and holding you accountable. So it's kind of what they want. That's why they keep going on and on, because they actually want it. That's the biggest reason. Second reason is it might be a fetish. A white cop in a uniform, it may be eternal. I don't know. I'm just thinking, but
Blanche, you really believe
because
that?
I've seen too many Black women want to wrestle with the police. Like I see all the time in videos. They always want to wrestle with the guy. Don't put your hand. They always want to wrestle with. I'm like, There's no way you all could believe in police brutality and want to fight with the cops all the time. It's impossible. They are.
Exactly.
I seen the one lady in the grocery store. She fought with a police officer. They're on the ground rolling around. I said, she getting a kick out of this. I'm talking about Skittles falling on top of her Snickers and Skittles. This is a fetish. I said, she a freak. Candy all over her body. This white cop on top of this. She getting turned on.
This is gross.
I'm just saying what happened.
That is gross. Blanche, that is
just
gross.
Saying what happenher shirt coming up. Her body exposed. She didn't even care. As long as that cop was on her, rolling around, she's like, is that your nightstick? Or you just happy to see me? I just said,
Blanche is in rare form today.
Is that your gun, officer? You just happy to see me? What's going on?
You need to go sit in the corner. You are in rare form. Y'all, Sue, I had never thought about it like that. I am really struggling to understand, like you said, what is like, it's like they just want to fight. You see these cops, simple instructions. The simplest instructions. And they want to fight.
But I think on a subconscious level, I think it's just they're yearning for male authority. That's what I think it is. And so just like when I work with, young adults, they always test you because they want you to put them in their place. Like they want you to give them rules and discipline. Like your most toughest students that you'll have, or toughest children that you have you're working with, they'll be your best students, your best proteges, because they really are yearning for authority. And so when you're the extreme when you're the extreme opposite of the house, meaning at home it's chaos and dysfunction, but when they come to you, it's order and discipline and principles, they yearn for it. And so these women, sad to say, Black women are screaming for proper male authority. It's just sad that they only really see it when guys are in uniform. And same with Donald Trump. They don't really hate Trump. They hate the fact that their man isn't like Trump. That's what it really is. So what you're seeing is Black women giving a call to Black men to be men. This is why they're doing all this stuff. So that's how I see it. They ain't really mad at the police. They're not. They don't really. The police don't really bother Black women at all. Really, they don't even.
And the way he handled her, y'all, I know y'all seen this. And mind you, she is now suing, by the way. She is suing.
She already won.
Because of this. And she did this in front of her son, Blanche. In front of her son. Y'all, look at this. This is just this. And you know what pisses me off with these people is that there are real emergencies, Blanche. Real emergencies. So you, as a cop, you just happen to stop somebody for speeding or whatever. You're hoping that in the 15, 20 minutes, you go about your business. You now have to go through this whole hoopla because sis don't want to take a ticket. Watch this, y'all.
Well, yes, ma'am, take it because it's your citation.
I don't want it.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that. Fuck off my car. I'm not stepping out. Look.
Mom, chill out.
I'm not just call. Yes, call. I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom, please chill out. Mom,
don't touch me. Don't. I'm not stepping out of shit. Call your motherfucking supervisor.
She has a demon.
She's just Black.
Black is a demon.
You're not the supervisor. Yes, call your supervisor. A supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing.
Mom, chill out. Please chill out.
Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step out when the supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing. Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I'm not letting go. You littered. You dropped the ticket. No, you dropped the ticket, not me.
Now does this sound like her man? Look how she's talking to him. Look, just
you dropped the ticket.
Just look at how she, like it's her boyfriend. She's talking to him. Get your supervisor. Look how she's talking to the police officer. That's what I'm trying to say. She already knows I'm gonna throw this ticket at him or on the ground or whatever. She already knows because he is male authority how he's going to respond. She knows this. She did it on purpose. And so what I'm saying is that she wants this man to be a man. I know this sounds crazy, y'all. I'm just telling you, when you don't think about it, the guy that's the child's father, where is he?
Hiding somewhere. I would be hot if this is what I had to deal with, y'all. Are you going to keep going?
You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me. You're touching me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me too tight, and you're being out of line. Y'all see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry. Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop. Why are you holding my arm like this?
Because I gave you the ticket.
Why? No, you did not. You dropped the ticket, not me. I told you I did not want it. You dropped it. You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get your hand off of me. You're holding me forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step out of the car.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Step out of the car.
No, what was the matter?
Is there anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom.
Why did he say that? Is there anything that I can get you to comply, please?
Lord, bring me back as a white cop and bring me back as a state trooper. I want to be 6'8", 350. Bring me back as a state trooper, please. Please. Just bring me back. Please, because I'm...
Blanche, we can't have a functioning society where you can't say nothing to these people. You can't even give them a ticket. You can't. Everybody else get a ticket. Blanche, have you been stopped by the cops? I've been stopped by the cops. I'm sure white people get stopped by the cops. Everybody gets stopped by the cops, but you can't say anything to these people.
I got stopped by the cops when I was black. I haven't been stopped since then, though.
I've been stopped a couple of times, y'all. Y'all got to pray for me. Me and my driving.
They don't stop me anymore. I just smile and wave, and they just wave back. So, but
we can't have a functioning society like this.
And that's what they want. They want, and this was the whole plan. So you tear a country apart. You allow one group carte blanche to do everything that's dysfunctional, and then you force the other side to respond, because all this is being done to make white folks respond. And then once white folks respond, they're going to call in the UN troops. The whole purpose of all of this is to get white people to get fed up, and then they're going to declare national emergency. Then they're going to have the UN troops come in, and there's going to be war against America. That's all they want.
When white people start getting mad, this cannot happen to your police officers. This cannot happen to. These are your sons and your daughters that are being terrorized by these black people. And you get mad when Joe Biden, your favorite president, says a racial jungle, and Hillary Clinton, your favorite woman in pantsuit, says y'all are super predators. Y'all cannot act like this for a traffic stop, Blanche.
Hold up. That was done. Think about it. He gave her the ticket. It's over. You can drive off. Like, you can literally just drive off. The traffic stop is over. You can drive and go.
And y'all, literally, she could have easily said, okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all think I'm tripping. These women want this. I've seen too many black women wrestling with the police. I've seen it too much. They want it. And I understand from a primal level, she wants to be dominated by a male with authority. I get it. Because the black man ain't gonna do it.
No, they ain't gonna do it.
Shut up, get out, do stuff like he can't do nothing. So the black man ain't gonna do nothing. She got to go to a white cop to just feel like a woman. Isn't that crazy? This is the idea of romance, y'all. Is getting stopped by a police officer.
Ew.
And get
okay. Well, okay, it's about what a minute and some change.
He just said take the ticket and we can leave. You said take the ticket and we can leave.
No, I did not. You did that. You threw the ticket at me.
I gave it to you so
you
you
threw
could
the
leave.
ticket at me.
And then you grabbed it and threw it out.
Give me the
it's
ticket.
On your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
No,
give me the ticket.
We're past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out
what?
of the car, literally.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when
Yes,
your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I'm not getting out of the car. I'm with my child, and I'm not doing that. Call your father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Call your father right now. I would be so embarrassed. I wouldn't even want you to call nobody. just take me to jail and have but there's no embarrassment at all.
Listen to me. She just said, call your father. Now let's take race out of it. If a man comes to the scene to defend the honor of his child's mother, the police are going to escalate the situation because you're a man. So you already posed a threat just by being male. So the fact that she said, call your father to be involved in this foolishness, because again, she's getting off on this.
She can't control herself.
Because she's in fantasy land. This is what she done dreamed of. This is her. She might be a freak. This is what she dreamed of, though. I'm just telling y'all, she dreamed of this. So, but on a serious note, to involve a man in this is dangerous, because if he shows up to defend your honor, it's going to be a problem, and not because he's black, but because he's a man showing up to defend her honor. That's just is what it is. It's going to escalate the situation. So the fact that she said call your father is insane.
Yeah, and she like was shocked when he said you're under arrest, because she was like, give me the ticket. Okay, give me the ticket. No, sis, did you see how you acted? Like, no, we're past that. Sure. And in front of your son, how embarrassing.
And in front of your camera too. You showing off for your camera too. Now,
I'll step out when another officer gets here. I'm not stepping out. I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong, and I don't trust you. You don't have to hold me. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go? I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not stepping out of the car. Call your colonel, and I will get out of the car. You're holding me. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not. What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for? I didn't litter. You did that. No, I did not. You did that. You did that. It's all on camera. So when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me. I'm not getting out of the.
Your mic is muted. Still muted. What is the screen showing? I can tell you it has to be muted because I can tell your mic is lighting up when you're talking. So I think it's, yeah, your mic is. Okay. I don't know if you all can hear me, but she's recording this and she's going to watch this over and over again. She's going to watch this over and over again. This incident right here. She watched this every night. Pamela said, can you all hit the like button? Listen, Joe, there is no way I could be married to this. There's no way. There's no way. But most men get trapped because of the sex. That's what makes a man lower his guard, is the sex. So The sex makes him think that, okay, we can work this out. This can be this, because he thinks he's gonna have access to it when they get married. But when they get married, she gonna leverage that. That's gonna get leveraged all the way. Oh yeah, I saw that, Joe. That woman came out there. That man was asleep and woke him up. See, if she was a good woman, she would have saw him in that car asleep and started cooking. She would have started cooking, had some soft music playing. Still can't hear you. What happened? Refresh the. Let me refresh the thing, the live. I'm glad I can read lips. I heard you.
Okay. Yeah, I just took my mic off. So I don't know why it's not working. Yeah. So but yeah, no, like I'm starting to agree with you, Blanche. I'm starting to agree with you. How is it's embarrassing. We're gonna watch the last little bit of it, Blanche.
Hold on, you all. Hold on.
You have a supervisor, okay?
I am the supervisor.
So when your supervisor gets here, then I will step out of the car. Call someone else to come here. There is someone else.
Not right now.
Yeah, there is someone else. Let me call 911.
Stop.
Get your phone.
Wait, please, sir, stop. Stop, wait, stop. Mom, chill out, mom. Wait, stop, sir. Please stop. Wait, stop, please stop. Wait, stop, sir. Stop, please. Wait, please, stop. No, stop, please, I'm scared, stop. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please, stop, sir. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. Wait, stop, please. Okay, wait, I can get out, please, just don't touch me.
Fantasy fulfilled. Clothes ripped off.
What did she think was going to happen?
Clothes ripped off, snatched out. Thrown to the ground, wrestling with a whole bunch of cops. Fantasy fulfilled.
That is so insane. But I think I think the practical side of me is like, I'm thinking about the poor family that is getting robbed or killed, or the accident down the street, and you up here fighting this fool.
Hold on, Crystal. They're saying I'm lagging. Let me refresh mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see. Let me reload.
Yeah, over a dang ticket. Yes, that's just about a dang ticket. Exactly. Same.
Hopefully it's better now.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know what to say. I'm so glad I'm not black. I'm so glad I'm not black. Because if that's what black people do.
And what's sad is she's going to sue and settle. She's going to win money. She's going like this is what I'm saying, right? We talk about white privilege, and we talk about it in a way that's very mystical and mythical. Like it's just out there, white privilege. You can't really put your finger on it. You can't really touch it. You can't. But I've seen black people get with black privilege, and it worked. I've seen, and in this situation right here, she's 100% in the wrong, and she's going to get a check. She's 100% in the wrong. Now listen, when white folks get caught in the wrong, they lose everything. Job, shows get canceled, jobs get lost, family gets harassed. When white people get caught out there on social media and get exposed, they lose everything. Black people, not the case.
You're right. Helena, you said hearing her child is heartbreaking. It's so true. Like just listening to him say, "Mom, please," and the thing about it, Blanche, for me, is they'll get mad at us and say that us saying we're not black or cooning or whatever is a disgrace. She will not get shamed.
Oh no. Oh no.
She will not get like, you are a disgrace.
Oh no. And I'm gonna say this. If I say I'm not black, that doesn't mean I'm saying I'm white.
Oh yeah. Nah.
That default to white is foolish, because that's not how that works. If I don't believe in black, I don't believe in white either, honestly. But my point is that not only will she not get condemned, she's going to be celebrated.
Yep.
She's going to be elevated. I'm surprised she's on talk show now. She got a book deal coming. I guarantee she got a whole bunch of stuff coming from this. I guarantee it. And she's getting a check.
Yeah. And honestly, you know, like, I'll say off the record, since it's just us, it's just 76 of us on here. I feel like the police officer didn't have to get so triggered by her throwing the ticket. I said that to Blanche, like, because we could say, you know, we don't want a world where somebody throwing a ticket at you or throwing a ticket out a wall, like causes you so. But he wanted to teach her a lesson. He really was trying to teach her a lesson, because he probably was sick of her disrespect. So her disrespect didn't start right there. He was just like, okay, I've put up with your mouth. I've put up with your disrespect. And now you're going to throw a ticket at me. What I would have done, and mind you, I always say it doesn't matter what I would have done because I'm not a police officer. But he could have just wrote her a ticket for littering and went on about his day. I hate that we live in this society. But white people are sick of black people. They really are. They sick of them.
And you know why? Because black people are told that being disrespectful against white people is what being black is. And that's the problem. Yeah. The problem is that you don't realize that what black really is at its core is just opposition to white. At its core, that's what it is. And so the problem is that black folks don't have an identity outside of being at odds with white people. They don't. Even when black people say we want our own space, they still manage to find their way back into white people's space. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. like hold up. Like imagine going to a white space, but demanding your own black space in the white space. Not go and create your own black space. You go to the white space and demand a black space in the white space. So much of what black is just simply opposition to white. And to me, it was done on purpose because you have two groups and you color code them, black and white, and they'll constantly be at odds with each other because you can put programming and propaganda on each group. You can do what you want to do with them at that point. And so the problem is that black folks haven't caught on to white folks are getting tired of this though. They're getting tired. Like they're getting more vocal. They're getting tired. And this was crazy. I'm gonna let you talk. This was crazy though. Black people are saying that white people are getting more racist. I said, no, they're just responding to you all now. They've been silent for years. They've been quiet for about 70 years. They ain't said nothing. Now they're just responding to you and y'all cracking like fine china. You can't take it.
You're 1,000% right. They're human. Like they're made in the image of God. And they like, how much can you take before you start giving it back? And that's essentially what white people are doing. And kudos to them. Like, stop taking it. Stop. And then you get mad at a President Trump who ain't for it. He's not for it.
Let me tell you something. Most black men dislike Trump because of his audacity.
They wish they had it.
They wish they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. As a man, right? When a man walks in the room and sizes the room up, he knows who the real men are and who aren't. That he knows this. So every guy knows when he meets a guy, oh, this is a real man. This ain't like men know. So when these men see Trump, they know that's a real dude. You can say whatever you want to say about him. You know he ain't no pushover. He ain't no punk. He ain't no chump. You know that. So when they see that, they can't stand it. They can't stand it because they know if I try to beat Trump in my house, I'm going to get impeached. I'm gonna kill this piece for real.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And I'm hoping, I'm praying for men to just step up, because Blanche, I don't know if it's a fetish or a sexual fetish, the way Blanche say, y'all get Blanche. But I do believe that it is just the natural order of things, that women are made to be submitted to men. Men are superior in strength, superior in talent, superior in IQ, whether people want to admit that or not. And people who are superior should lead. That's the way that God made it. And right now you have the inferior people, and I'm a female, I don't mind saying this, put in positions of power to lead over men, and this is why you have the chaos that you have.
Especially in the Black community, because Black women run it. So they're in charge. And you see, and this is why the marriage rates are so low in the Black community, because Black women run it. So let the Black communities let you see what the future would be if the country was ran by women. Look at the Black community. Literacy rates high, STDs high, poverty high, homicides high, abortions high.
Yeah.
Think about it, because Black women run the Black church, they run the politics, and they run the education.
Yeah.
So those three major things, Black women run it. And the problem is that it's created now to where you can't even challenge the monarchy, not the monarchy, the matriarchy. You can't even challenge it. You saw Roland Martin. Roland Martin should have kicked her off of his show, but he can't.
He can't do it.
He can't do it.
You saw what happened to Stephen A. Smith when he criticized Jasmine Crockett.
Stephen A. Smith just told the truth.
All he did was tell the truth.
And they tried to cancel him. They said they wanted him off. They wanted his shows removed. They wanted him fired. I'm like, my goodness.
And it's so funny, because last week, you guys, shout out to Roland Martin. Go watch his assessment of Jasmine Crockett's campaign.
And actually, you know what? Roland actually told the truth.
He did, and it was fair. He told the truth.
He told the truth. I'm not giving him credit because he's Roland, but he told the truth, though. He did tell the truth. What he said about her campaign was spot on.
It was.
And I'm glad that he did it, because he shattered the notion of racism.
Yep.
He shattered that notion.
And if you notice, you ain't seen no clips about it. Ain't no clip.
Nobody clipped it.
Nobody clipping it. I mean, I'm gonna clip it, but nobody clipped it and talked about it, because, man, Roland gonna be in a lot of trouble. Hold on, somebody said Blanche.
Blanche, quick question. If Africa was ran by Asians, would they be a real threat to America or a superpower country? The answer is they would be a more developed country, but their focus would be on probably more material things.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you got sidewalks and lights and stores and you got well-paid. Like, so if China took over Africa, it'd be more prosperous financially. So they would not be concerned about fighting anybody. They just want to live a good life. So yeah, no, they would not be a threat.
Yeah, I think people don't understand that, like, China is not a threat to the U.S. I mean, like, China, when I say threat, I mean, obviously anybody who wants to be a superpower over us, poses some threat, but China is not a threat to the U.S. Okay, real quick, we're going to do two more stories, you guys. One about not Black, and then we're going to move to the grown-ups table. We did want to shout out Frank Zanu, you guys. Speaking of the black female, they know everything, and they feel like they can challenge Black men all the time. However, when you try to challenge these African men, they built a little different. Zanu is built a little different.
He wasn't raised in the matriarchy. He wasn't. He don't have the same kind of reverence for black women that y'all do. He don't. He ain't gonna bow down. He ain't gonna kiss their feet. He not gonna do it.
So this girl, Karen Hunter, this clip is a little bit old, but Frank Zanu came out and was talking about black people have no culture, right? I don't know why any criticism of black people makes black women in particular crash out. I mean, it doesn't matter what you say. So you mean to tell me y'all don't have no criticism? Like nothing is wrong? And so what his point is saying is that there's nothing truly unique to the black community, which I feel like he's being fair, because what he needs to say is there's nothing good that's unique to the black community. That's really what he needed to say, Blanche.
No, I agree. And I covered a video of him talking about there's no black culture. And I said, I think black people have a culture. It's just trash.
Yeah.
It's just a horrible, and I guess he's probably saying the same thing in a roundabout way. I think what he's saying is it's not beneficial. So it's not a culture, because a culture is really something you use to adapt and survive with. If it's not beneficial to you, then it's a hindrance. It's not really a culture. And so I get that aspect of what he's saying. If we took black people right now and set them on some island somewhere and say, okay, y'all thrive with black culture, the island would sink in a couple of weeks. It'd be over. So we know what black culture really is. We can lie and tap dance and talk about all this stuff. Black people, we do this. We got Timberland boots, and that's foolishness. The culture is your rituals, your customs, your beliefs, how you operate, how you interact with the environment. That's a culture. What y'all have is just a response to Western culture. You all taking a watered down version of Western culture and called it black culture.
Yeah, and I was reading something, and if y'all know this in the chat, then go ahead and put it in. What they call black culture is actually not black culture at all. It's poverty culture. And they said some of the customs of black people were actually practiced with the Irish people when they were very poor and they were in the ghettos. They used to smoke cigarettes and drink all the time because they were very poor, very low IQ, very underdeveloped, very infantile, and we call that black culture, and it's actually not. Hold on, you're on mute. Sorry.
Thomas Sowell has a book. It's called Black Rednecks and White Liberals.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to the history of where this so-called black culture came from. Even if we look up the foods, chitlins, black folks didn't invent soul food. Black folks didn't invent chitlins. Like, chitlins came from England. What's funny is that you actually start doing your research on history, you'll find that all black people did was take Western culture, take white culture, and put a spin to it. That's it. So where there was no season on the chicken over here, y'all threw some season on it, maybe some sauce. But the original thing was chicken from white folks.
Yep, you're 100% correct. And like you said, to be black is just really just in opposition to white people. So if white people did chicken this way, you say, "Oh, I'm a fry it." They you're going to just make it worse, and it's sad. And so I think this woman, so she shout out to Karen Hunter's show. She's talking to him and she's trying to convince him. They basically have an intervention because they're trying to convince him that what he's saying is not true. Now, mind you, this man is he 60? You're not going to convince him. Listen.
And they try hard to keep it that way. I said in my videos that tribes are like the Ashanti, which is common, and you went to Ghana. These people were building quick and fast because they had only one language, which gave them one self-determination through their world vision or worldview. When the languages were put together after the scramble, and it became Twi, Ga, Adangbe, Ewe, we couldn't speak to each other. that region ceased to build. And I use the Tower of Babel as an example. I said, there is a time, according to the story, people with one language were building a tower. For me, a vertical structure means development. And God changed the language and they could not continue building. I said,
one missing part here that I think, sir, and that is once all of these different Africans who are, and it is right, are speaking different language, get on these slave ships. One of the magical things that happens is those Africans in the belly of slave ships begin to piece together their own communication systems, but it's often as much through gestures as through words. So that once
I don't even want to stop it because I just know you are going to get us.
Okay, go ahead. Play it then.
No, go ahead. No, I'm joking when I say I don't want to stop it. I actually do because I know you're going to get us in trouble. One of the magical things, Blanche.
This man just said, now, they tell you all that y'all were on the bottom of the ship, malnourished, sick, and dying, getting chewed on by rats, sleeping in your own feces and urine. So y'all was barely holding on. This man said, while y'all were dying on the bottom of the ship, y'all pieced together your own language. Y'all chained up on the bottom of a ship, no light, no food, just down there suffering, but y'all managed to piece together a language. Black people, I would rather black folks believe in Santa Claus than this. I'm serious. It will make me feel better if black folks believed in Santa Claus than have slave ships. I'm serious, because this man just said they pieced together a language on the bottom of a slave ship.
And then he said, one of the magical things. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is, sir. It's magical.
Oh, God. Black folks can't be taken seriously.
They take them serious. You on the bottom of a ship dying, and somebody's like, this. They
pieced together their languages.
They pieced on a.
So Zanu, look, hold on. This is the part, y'all. Zanu said,
we get off those slave ships, we begin building a nation, and people now call that nation America. People now call that nation Haiti. People now call that nation Brazil. We begin to build, and where you're right is because we do create a system, but the language system is not only a language of words, it's also a language of gestures. Right. And that allows us to create not only buildings, but also ideas, concepts, right? As spiritual systems, etc. Right. That allow us to make life.
Look at your face.
Yeah. What? This man just said we got off the slave ship and started building.
America.
We built up. I almost said the N word. Are you crazy? We built Haiti. We built Brazil.
But check out Zanu's face. Zanu got enough class that you don't have, Blanche. You so ghetto. Zanu's like this.
Yeah, because Zanu, he already checked out. He's already checked out. Frank then checked out.
Oh God. Hold on, y'all gotta see this. Here we go.
Lives and allow us to make a headway into a cultural reality that has kept all of us alive. And one of the things I think that's important to say, we may not want to say that folks here didn't have a culture. What we might want to say is that culture was hybridized. That culture.
Okay, y'all. I feel like we're going around. Are you going to stand by this, Frank Zano? When you go out, you're gonna when the clip is played and a person asks you, do you stand by that? Are you still standing by Black people have no culture? I just want to.
Yes, I will explain.
Okay, all right.
I will give the details.
Then we can't. Then there's no more to talk about.
Yeah. I say we have no culture.
Yeah, no, that's all right. You're not going to convince him. It's fine. He's going to stand by it. Thank you for coming in and answering our questions today. I appreciate you. Zanu Project, Frank Zanu. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Painful.
Now, I like Frank because Frank said, yeah. I'm not changing nothing.
Hold on, but there's one part of this clip, y'all, that is so funny. When the guy is talking and Frank says, okay, look, hold on, I think this is it. Hold on.
These people, but we're all one people. And if we don't understand that, we're going to be conquered again. And if people have microphones and they're constantly out here saying these things that animate a negative vibe about Black people, it's no good. And especially when it comes out of a Black mouth. It creates the division, or it foments the division, or it seasons the division that is already brewing. For what purpose? So I really wanted to say, like, what's your purpose?
When people hear things, you make individual conclusions as you hear it. It may not be why will I come from Benin Republic and be saying things? I was speaking not long ago in.
What you're saying, I think is right, Mr. Frank, there, right? I think that's right. I want to propose possibly, my elder, that perhaps the way you said it, or yes, it might have been taken maybe just out of a context, but also perhaps the way you said it, the notion that Black people in America have no culture, I think that may not have been the way you wanted to say it. Maybe we might want to say that Black people in America have a hybridized culture, right? Not that it's one culture from Africa that got transplanted here, and that one culture is clear. Because where you're right is we are the amalgamation of many different cultural and tribal groups in Africa. That is absolutely true, right? So we definitely have culture here. But what is true is it's not one example of one culture coming from Africa. So there's not a cultural continuity that was unbroken. That is absolutely true.
Yeah. I cited in that conversation, I said, hey.
Sorry, guys. I can't find the clip, but he basically, like, after this guy gives this whole thing, he says, okay. Yo, I fell out. But yeah, no, that's just painful.
But what this guy is saying isn't true.
It's not.
So if what he's saying is true, then we would see aspects of countries or tribes in Africa's culture in Black American culture, and we don't see it. Like there's nothing in Black culture today that is from any other country outside of America. Yeah. All of Black culture is a spinoff of Western culture. And so Black folks have incorporated things like, African medallions or African artwork or certain things like that. But that's just dressing. That's not really culture. That's just you saying, I'm gonna get some I'm wearing pyramid earrings. That's nothing. But the actual culture of Black people, quote unquote, the culture is just the bad version of Western culture. That's all it is.
Degeneracy.
So for example, I can say that because the homicide rate is so high in the Black community, what supports that high homicide rate is the culture of the community, meaning don't snitch, the celebration of criminals, the celebrating of crime. These things contribute to the high homicide rate or the high abortion rate.
Yeah.
When we look at low marriage rates, fatherless homes, lack of self-control, no impulse control, like these things. So we talk about the culture is reflected in the statistics, the data, the children The children can't read and write on grade level. Guess what? We don't value education.
So true.
So we talk about Black culture. I believe Black folks have a culture. It's just trash.
Yeah. I agree. And that's why I said, like, people are not even understanding that he's being kind, very kind.
Being kind
to Black people, because we just say, yeah, you have culture, but not anything that anybody would want to emulate. You have to be very low IQ to say, hey, I want to emulate having, several different baby daddies and never being married to him. And that's what white people are doing. I mean, seriously, I love y'all white folks, but what y'all are allowing to be done in your country, what you're allowing these people who are low IQ to do to your children, discriminate against your children, that is dumb. And I am really starting to believe that Western culture is so it's not even a Black or white thing. Western culture, white folks are and they mad at the Jews because the Jews ain't here for it.
Well, the problem is that to a fault, I think the founding fathers, I think somebody said this, when the founding fathers wrote the Constitution, it wasn't for, I think it was on that show where it was Chad and Chuck and April and Vince. But when they wrote these documents, when they were founding this nation, they weren't talking about for just anybody or immoral people. These documents were written for moral people that had some standards and principles and character. That's what these documents are written. They weren't written for degenerates. And so the problem is that this modern day white person seems to think that you can include degenerates. They say invite to the cookout.
Yeah.
Y'all have invited the degenerates to the cookout. See, it's one thing to say, okay, let everybody in, but the criteria still has to be character. And this is the problem with race. This is the whole problem with it. If you're going to invite somebody to the cookout, they still have to be decent.
Yeah.
Y'all can't. So what y'all did was y'all said, we believe we've done it wrong. Now let's overcorrect. But the overcorrection is what's causing the nation to decline, because giving these groups think about it. We're going to talk about it though. The Somalians stealing 40 billion. Now imagine you going to taxpayers saying, we want you to support this war in Iran, but then we're not going to hold the people accountable for stealing your tax money. We want your tax dollars to fight the war overseas, but we want you to be quiet on the people stealing your money. This is crazy. It's not like it doesn't make any, like, you can't be this weak. You'll never hear about anybody scamming China out of 40 billion.
What?
If you manage to scam China out of 40 billion, you ain't gonna be able to spend it.
No. Oh, no.
Hold up. And your family gone too, not just you.
Your whole family.
Yeah, everybody gone. So there is no country you can point to that has this level of fraud in it, only in Western countries. You can't go to Africa. Ain't nobody stole 40 billion unless he was a warlord or a chief of military. They might have stole the money, but ain't no foreigners coming to Africa into a country. Ain't no Kenyans coming to Nigeria stealing 40 billion. It ain't gonna happen.
It literally is not going to happen. And it's sad. And I really, honestly, I feel compassion for white people, because I can't think of anything that would cause me to betray my children and my children's legacy the way that they have. Like, I can't even think of it. And Blanche, you don't have children yet that we know about. But can you imagine just betraying your friends, your siblings?
And that's what it is. You use a very great word, betrayal. And you all owe it to the people of America to do the right thing, and it's to not be weak. And so it's just funny to me that no one was able to defeat white people. This Western power called America, no other country was able to defeat it. America got defeated by words.
Yep.
Think about it. But the threat of being called racist brought white folks to their knees.
It's crazy.
Not nuclear weapons, not armies, not missiles. The threat of someone calling you racist brought white people to their knees. They literally gave the country, they handed the country over to the communists. They literally just gave it to them.
Yeah.
Imagine you will never see a BLM in China.
No.
You will never see a BLM in North Korea. You will never see a BLM in Africa. You know why? Because the moment somebody stood up to challenge any kind of leadership, they get their head knocked off.
Period. So the rest will fear. That's what the Bible said. So the rest will fear.
You will be hard pressed to come from DC, go to Baltimore, and try to set up shop.
Oh no.
Right?
Oh yeah.
It'd be hard pressed, right? It wouldn't happen, right?
No.
Okay. So how are Somalians with no education, not even savvy, not even sophisticated, how are they able to come over here and get 40 billion? I'll tell you how. Because you all were afraid of being called racist.
Yep.
But here goes the catch, RPG. They called you racist anyway.
Yep. Sure did. After they stole all your money. They go to the whitest city. The whitest city. Minneapolis. Nobody even knew. Black folks couldn't even find Minneapolis. I'm telling you, I thought it was the South, Blanche. I felt geography, y'all. I thought Minneapolis was in the South. Finds out Minneapolis is in the North. Y'all go to the whitest city, cold as ever. Most of the people, and they take over your city. And you let it happen. Let's play the clip. And Blanche, you actually said, you were like, I can't believe that this clip hasn't had the amount, like the amount of views. That
my look at 549 views.
It got 576 views, y'all. This is look at this. The title is, if you guys want to know, it's called Treating Taxpayers Like an ATM. Addison McDowell demands support for deporting fraudsters acts. So basically the act that was up on the House floor was, if an illegal alien is found stealing or defrauding the government in any kind of way, there is no trial. There's nothing. It's immediate deportation. And they could not get Democrats to vote yes on this. Listen to this, you guys. It's
massive fraud uncovered in Minnesota. To schemes across this country, criminal networks are targeting American programs and treating taxpayers like an ATM. This is hard-earned American tax dollars. This is the earned benefits of our seniors. This is young families' grocery budgets. And my colleague across the aisle has said that we don't have money for these programs. We don't have money for these programs because you let fraudsters take all of it. And yet we are watching criminal aliens exploit our neighbors and the programs meant to help our communities, draining billions from the American people. Every dollar stolen by a foreign fraudster is a dollar that is taken from an American family who actually needs these programs and their hard-earned money where it belongs, with them. The Deporting Fraudsters Act put the American taxpayer back in the driver's seat. This bill makes non-U.S. citizens who steal from federal programs deportable, and it is crazy that that wasn't already the case. And it makes sure that far-left prosecutors do not sidestep federal law by dragging out a case to avoid a conviction. Mr. Speaker, this legislation is really just common sense. If you come here to scam the American people, you will be held accountable and you will go home. And for that, I urge my colleagues to vote yes, and I yield back.
How many views?
576.
The channel has 5.5 million subscribers, and this video got 576 views. That means they suppressed their own channel. This is internal suppression. They did this. There's no way this video, just based on the title alone, gets less than 100,000 views. Come on, what are we talking about?
And it's been up for 2 days.
That's crazy. They have 5.5 million subscribers because what he said was the unadulterated truth. They're treating American taxpayers like ATM, like I just said. They want you to fund the war, but then also fund these illegal immigrants stealing money. You can't get both. Either y'all want the war or you want the scam. Which one y'all? You're not getting both.
I can't, like he said, I can't even believe that this has to be a law. You come over here as a guest in our home, y'all. A guest in our home. And you decide that you're going to steal from us. And I hear all these people say they need due process. So you're going to, like he said, fill up our justice system. So we got to pay to prosecute you just to be able to send you home.
So, dear white people, y'all shouldn't be white either. This is why.
Yeah.
We need to have a show called Unwhite.
Yeah.
Because you all are a joke. Y'all had the most powerful nation in the world, and some people that married their cousins with big foreheads came over here and got y'all for 40 billion. Hold up, with no consequence.
Not a single freaking consequence. Y'all should be burning up the streets. Y'all should, like people like Renee Good, people like Alex Preddy, y'all should make an example out of those people. But yet and still you fought the people who were trying to not make it happen. Y'all should be losing your minds out here.
It's really unacceptable. And I'm gonna just say this right now. If America is to survive, it is going to take radical, at this point, it's going to be some radical happen, because this is insane. Like, this is not going to work. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
There's too many chinks in the armor. It's too many weak, passive people in power. It's just too much. Like, because Trump is gone in 2 years. Then what? Then what you going to do? Because who's ever after him is going to be a watered down version. So we know it's going to get weaker. So we know from here on out, each president will be weaker.
And it's not even that like they're weak. It's you don't have the support. Look at President Trump is fighting his own party. He's fighting his own party.
But guess what? It's possible to do it, RPG, if you're a man like Trump.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any though. Because you know and I know the next person is going to yield to their party. They're going to yield to the Republicans, and the Republicans are going to yield to the Democrats. And then you got one party. So it's going to take somebody radical, and somebody radical probably wouldn't even win because everybody be so afraid that if I vote for him, I'm going to be offending. People are afraid to say they voted for Trump. Imagine the president of a country and you can't even say I voted for him. Like, it's just.
It's gonna take courage. It's gonna take courage, and unfortunately, black people are not known for being courageous. I mean, I know you heard the stories about Harriet Tubman. I know y'all heard all the stories. But shout out to John Doyle. Go watch 28 Days of Exposing Black History. And a lot of these stories, y'all, are magical. Magical. And so it didn't happen. Who is known for courage are these white folks that are willing to die. They willing to die. Black folks ain't got nothing they willing to die for.
Except the block.
Yeah.
Black folks will die for the hood, nothing else. They'll die for the set. They ain't die for nothing else, though.
And these white folks are willing to die. And once that's gone, the courage of these people, it's over. It's over for us.
And see what it is, RPG. I'm glad you brought that up. Everybody's playing a waiting game with America because the folks on the outside can see what's going on. They know it's just only a matter of time. Like everybody's just waiting for the right time because they know it's going to be a moment where y'all completely let your guards down and it's over. Because y'all done Biden let in 20 million people. Just come on in. We don't know who's in the country running around. We don't even know.
Yeah.
We don't even know. And then Trump tried to get them out of here and y'all get upset.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But you know what's keeping all this mess going? It's black people.
Yeah.
They cannot achieve any kind of dysfunction in America without black people.
True.
You can't do it because nobody's moved by Asians protesting. Nobody's moved by Hispanic. Think about the ICE protest. Nobody really cared. It was Mexicans doing it. And white, then nobody cared. People only care when they see black folks getting involved. That's what's keeping all of this mess going. Is black people. They keep this mess going. They won't let it go. So,
it's really unfortunate because I mean, there's, we're a Republican if we can protect it, but I mean, who's going to protect it? I watch these white people just completely and allow themselves to be discriminated against, allow themselves to be, misplaced. And then you want Trump to fix it. He cannot fix it. If you are weak, if you are not educated, if you are not savvy, if you are not cunning, if you are not strong, he cannot help you. And so now there's this thing, you guys, and Blanche, they're talking about President Trump has betrayed MAGA. No, y'all have betrayed him. MAGA has betrayed President Trump.
Well, how did he betray him? I'm curious. I mean, how did he betray MAGA?
Well, they're saying that he said that he wasn't going to bring us into the whole no new wars, right? They said that he was going to mass deportation. He cannot mass deport when you guys are in the streets for a Renee Good and an Alex Preddy. He can't mass deport when y'all are crying about how it's being done. How are you going to move 5 million people out of your country? It's not going to be pretty, Blanche. It's not where you're going to just knock on the door and say, hey, I know you've been here for about 5 years, but we kind of need you to leave.
And that's the problem is nobody talks about, they talk about Trump, but they don't talk about, like you said, the pushback he gets. So if y'all stood out of the way, he'd be able to do it.
Yes.
It'd be a done deal. But when you all go to the streets, you all force the Supreme Court to act, and they start overturning stuff and overruling stuff. And it's a snowball. It's a domino effect. Every time when y'all go to the streets, it is a domino effect. Y'all go to the streets, then the media says something. The media says something, then Hollywood says something. Hollywood, everybody's getting it. So now you put all the pressure on the Supreme Court.
Yep.
The Democrats are on board, the people on, everybody's on board with you stopping this. Supreme Court, what you gonna do? And because y'all don't want to be considered racist, because you want to be inclusive and you want to be diverse and equitable, you're gonna say, you know what, they get to stay. Exactly. And so he said somebody asked what immigration laws has Trump reversed?
He can't. He can't. Y'all have not shamed the people who are trying to stop him from doing their job. Y'all have lost control of your country. For every person that's out there protesting the immigration efforts of ICE, there should be a whole bunch of white people, and it's a lot more of y'all than it is them. But y'all are like, oh, like you said, let him stay because white folks have been weak. He can't do his job. And not only that, white folks, just tell the truth, y'all. The idea of America that y'all want is not the idea of your ancestors. where you go to work and you fight for your country and you build rockets. Y'all are out here trying to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk instead of building, like, y'all are allowing things with Candace Owens. You're allowing things, you're fighting against the Jews who are building weapons in order to protect y'all from the brown people. And y'all are fighting all of these efforts. And then you're mad that President Trump says, hey, I got to side with Israel. That's my take on it, Blanche.
Okay, here goes my question. Okay, so what do you all propose? What do you all propose Trump does? Now, I want you to be prepared for what Crystal said. I'm going to export 5 million people. How many Americans are going to be cool with that? I'm asking. How many, right or left, Democrat, Republican, no matter. How many Americans are going to be cool with me forcibly removing 5 million people? Because to do it, it's going to get bloody. It's going to get messy. It's going to be violent. It's going to be footage. It's going to be footage of people getting their head knocked off, people getting killed, babies get. It's going to be tragic and horrific. So how many people are going to be okay with the horrific scene of deporting 5+ million people?
You're 1,000% right, Lance.
And I'm saying this because everything sounds good in theory. Because I guarantee if any one of us was in the position that he's in, and the first day we said we getting rid of 5 million, and the news showed footage after footage of people being snatched, beat up, shot, it's going to be horrific. That's just day one. That's just day one. And guess what? Out of all that bloodshed, we only got 50,000 people.
Yep.
So what I'm trying to say is, this is what I'm trying to say. Does America even have the stomach itself for what it's even asking for? Y'all voted for Trump on these things, but do you even have the stomach to even endure it?
No.
Because my thing is, when Derek Chauvin got arrested, why didn't y'all surround the courthouse?
Yep.
Why didn't y'all protest? When Derek Chauvin, because he's in prison for 20+ years, not nail white person protested and rioted and looted for Derek Chauvin. And y'all know he was innocent.
Yep.
Why did y'all do it?
He's still there.
Why didn't y'all do it? When those people in January 6th got locked up, no protest.
Nope. And y'all knew that they were innocent.
Y'all know they was innocent. So my question is, y'all are asking Trump to do what y'all wasn't willing to do. I don't agree with it. So at the end of the day, if y'all really wanted people deported, y'all would surround the White House and say they must go.
Yep.
If y'all really was serious about what y'all saying, y'all would demand of Trump. Not sit back on social media and say Trump need to do this. No. Do what the libtards and the bliggities do.
You're right.
Go surround the building and say we ain't leaving. Go stop traffic. Go shut down schools. Go shut it all. Shut everything down and say we ain't leaving till the people get up out of here. Or we ain't leaving till you cut ties with the Jews. Or we ain't leaving till you arrest them folks involved in the whole Peter pandemic scam. Or we ain't leaving till we get that money back from the Somalians. It's a whole bunch of things that y'all can protest for, but y'all ain't doing none of it. But y'all want Trump to do what y'all ain't willing to do. See, back in the day, when they had that Boston Tea Party, they went to war over a 1% tax increase. They went to war over a 1%. They thought a 1% tax increase was insane. You all watched Somalians steal $40 billion and ain't never one of y'all hit the streets. You watched Derek Chauvin get locked up, y'all didn't hit the streets. You watched BLM terrorize the streets, y'all didn't hit the streets. Stealing, y'all didn't hit the streets. It's been so many events over the past 6 years that y'all could have stepped in and intervened. I only saw y'all show y'all power one time. That's when the country was locked down and all them rednecks and white folk went to all them capitals with them guns and opened it back up. And they opened the country back up. So y'all prove y'all can do it. My point, what I'm saying is this, is that you all can't put your destiny in Donald Trump's hands. At some point in time, the people have to be the people. And it's you all's job to be the people. So if you all are this upset about the Jews, about the Somalians, about the immigrants, guess what y'all can do? Go surround the White House. I guarantee if 1 million white folks surround the White House, they gonna meet y'all demands immediately because they know y'all being business. If y'all organize and get together, there ain't no games being played. But guess what? Y'all weak.
Y'all weak. Y'all weak. Y'all weak.
You ain't your forefathers.
You're not.
Y'all afraid to say the N-word. Back then, they was pulling the whip out. Forget the N-word, they just pulled the whip out.
Yeah.
So whatever you are expecting of Trump to do, you should be able to do. I don't put my faith in Donald Trump. I don't.
Blanche, he said, what happened to Doge? Y'all got mad at Doge. Y'all can't control anything. Y'all, I've never seen a capable people such as white people have completely lost control, and y'all are the majority. They tried to bring Doge in. Elon Musk, who's a billionaire, he's the richest man in the world. Y'all accused him of stealing. Y'all wanted to steal your tax dollars. Y'all, every cause that has been to help the American people, y'all have been weak on. I'm sorry. And not individual. You got to think about it as a whole. I see you, Mountain Woman. Not you individually. You might be very strong. But when we're looking at it, even the whole, you saw we had Nicole Curtis on there last week. She lost her job because y'all didn't stand up for her. She said the N-word in her house. She didn't say it to nobody. And y'all didn't stand up for her. And you cannot sustain your country like this because y'all don't understand how evil these other people are. Y'all think it's all good. But let me tell you something. I would never, Blanche, think to go over to another country and steal their money. You can only do that to people who you think are chumps, who you think are weak, and you know ain't gonna do nothing about it. You think, like you say, you think you could go over to China?
So somebody said that wasn't the reason for the Revolutionary War, Blanche. It was the final straw. I understand your point, but let's be accurate. Okay, let's be accurate. RPG, if I come to your hood and I set up shop, I put foot off the block, I set up shop, I terrorize the neighborhood, I got a bad product, I'm just causing havoc in the neighborhood. But you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. But the moment I start shaking down folks for their SSI check, you say that's it, we going to war. When y'all say the straw that broke the camel's back, the final straw is the reason. It ain't because see the other stuff, they started the war. So whatever happened prior to the 1% tax increase, they didn't mind. They tolerated it. What they did mind was that 1% tax increase because they knew what that meant. What I'm telling y'all is, if you allow stuff to happen, you don't have a problem with it.
Yep.
I'm saying, since the last 6 years, a lot of stuff has been allowed. But there's going to be something that's done that folks are going to say that's the final straw.
Yeah.
Which means they're okay with everything coming up too. Because like I said, people have been fine what's going on. There ain't been no protests over we didn't have inflation. We didn't have folks lose their jobs, the businesses during COVID.
Your election. They stole your
election. Like, look at what we done seen, and nobody did nothing.
Nothing.
So that means whatever makes somebody do something, that was the thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't the other stuff because they let it slide. What the thing is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. whatever the thing's going to be, it's going to be different than all the other stuff we done saw. So I'm just saying that it could have been a lead up. But I'm telling you, you ain't got a problem unless you do something about it. So all that lead up stuff don't really matter. It was when they increased them taxes. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's going to be some event that happened in America, and folks going to say, that's it. It's going to be that event. For example, in 2020, when the country was locked down, that's what made them white folks go to those capitals with their guns and say, open it back up. You know why? That was just in the beginning of the lockdown. It's only a month in. Because that's what they cared about. A lady on the street, they interviewed her and they said, ma'am, are you trying to go back to work? She was like, yes. She was like, ma'am, you could die. She said, I don't care. Let me die working. Okay. That's white folks. I don't care. I want the right to work to die. Let me die there. Y'all ain't built like that. And I'm not saying y'all as the people in the chat. I'm saying that white folks have a lot of complaints for a mess they've made. Yeah. The Bible says you're supposed to be the lender and not the borrower, the head and not the tail. You all are complaining about the Jews and this banking stuff, but y'all made the deal. Yep. God told you to be the lender, not the borrower, the head, not the tail. So the fact that y'all went against God's word, now you in a pickle, and that's your fault. If you had to see, the Jews follow God's word. I ain't said it was God lead, they follow God's word. They said be the lender, not the borrower, check. Head, not the tail, check.
Don't eat pork.
Right. They took it to heart. Y'all did. So I'm telling you all, y'all done got soft. Yeah. You done got soft. Y'all done took the same playbook of the liberals. Y'all do complain. Y'all looking for somebody to blame. Yeah. There should be no talking at this point. They stole an election and they locked up patriots. There's nothing else to talk about. Nothing.
The patriots that went to go protest about an election y'all knew wasn't right. They had all the evidence that it wasn't right. Y'all allowed it and y'all didn't say anything because you're weak and you're scared. And I hate that for y'all, that you let these people come over in your country and wreak havoc. And I mean, that's just the truth. We gotta have a conversation with with white folks. Y'all need to unwhite.
Listen, PBE, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, when the country was shut down in April of 2020, them white folks went to all them capital cities and they said, open the country back up, and the country got opened back up. So y'all can say it was a buildup. It wasn't too much of a buildup. They said country shut down for a couple of weeks. That's enough. That's long enough. So I'm just saying that when it comes to what you tolerate, there can't be no buildup. That means if you tolerate getting bullied for 6 months, you can't jump top on the 7th month. It's not gonna work like that. That's not how it works. Mm-hmm. So what people tolerate is a problem. You shouldn't be no tolerating of it. We done suffered too much. People that got their accounts shut down. People lost their businesses. People lost their lives. Look how much stuff happened in the past 6 years. And there ain't been one single protest. Yeah. Not one. Not one of y'all, not one group of white folks say, enough's enough. We're going to block traffic now. We're going to shut it down. No, now, you know why? Because y'all scared. Because y'all know if y'all do it, they're going to meet y'all with force. Really why you scared, because y'all know they're going to play. They'll play with black folks. They're going to play with y'all. You know that.
Yeah. And I mean, not to mention, like, y'all are aging population. Y'all 1.6% of the birth rate. So you're going to build up this entire civilization just for immigrants to live in it because you don't have no kids. Like, what white people have allowed to be done to themselves is just, it needs to be studied for years to come. I mean, seriously, it needs to be studied.
Somebody said, Prudence said, what did y'all do? It's easy to talk about what so-called whites didn't do. What did you do? So what I did was I stood up for my rights. I spoke out against all the evils and the ills. I lost my job, had accounts canceled, lost friends and family, tried to go to the streets, but nobody backed me up. So I did what I could. You know, at the same time, though, the white folks prepared for this moment. I got to the party late. It's white folks that's stacking up. I told the white folks they got 7 years of supplies. They got ammunition. They got Hummers in the backyards. They got bunkers built. Like, they prepared for this. So if anybody should have did it, why didn't they do it? They were white folks have been preparing for this moment for years, decades. They've been preparing for this. So all that preparation, I didn't know anything. I was new to the game, and I still caught arrows. I'm saying, but y'all that been preparing, why didn't y'all do something? Y'all was the one who knew about this stuff. Y'all knew about communism and globalism and socialism. Y'all knew about who were the crooks behind. Y'all knew all this stuff, the conspiracies, the plots. Y'all knew all this, the secret, the shadow governments. Y'all knew all that, the swamp. Y'all knew all that stuff. Y'all got the rations stored up. Why didn't y'all do it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not trying to blame what Blanche and I are trying to say is that we as Americans, no matter what color you are, and I'm not trying to speak for you either, Blanche, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, is we just need to be Americans. Like, when you start being white, then you start feeling guilty, and they start saying things like, oh, well, there's no, what, like, you can't own stolen land or something like that, people say, and they make you feel bad about your ownership of this country. And if they're able to get you like that because they don't look at you as an American, they look at you as a white person, then you get psyoped into believing, okay, nobody's illegal on stolen land. Okay, so then get yourself replaced. Or they'll say you deserve what the Indians got. Do you know what's going on with the Indians right now? The Indians are on a reservation. They have no anything. They're poor and destitute. They're trying to say that that's what your children deserve. That should be enough for you to lose it, okay? And so what we're saying is stop feeling guilty about what color God made you. And Black people need to stop feeling allegiance to what color God made them. And everybody needs to work toward making this beautiful republic, this beautiful America, what it should be, and restoring it. That's kind of what I'm saying. And Blanche, I think you could agree.
Yeah, and listen, I understand that you're saying that people don't take action on single events, but yet we see it happen all the time
with Black.
We see like, so we see it done all the time though. We see every time Trump does something, people take action against what he's doing. We see this happen every single day. I'm not blaming white people though, because Simulator Students is right. They're not a monolith. I'm saying though, during these past 6 years, there were white people that were fighting. I'm telling you that the number of white folks that were fighting compared to the ones that should have fought on their side weren't there.
Yeah.
I attended the mandates for freedom and all. I went to these events. Those events should have been huge. But I tell you, the amount of police presence and protesters that were there was crazy for that small group. So my point is, I'm not blaming white people. I'm saying my original point was what I expect from the president, I'm willing to do myself.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I don't look to Donald Trump to right any of my wrongs in this world. I don't. I trust God. So that's me. So, but I'm saying we're judging somebody as president in that he has to do these things. I'm like, you know how difficult it is to be a leader. Most times as a leader, this is what happens. You become a leader and you have to weigh what the people want versus what the people need. This is how it goes. And as a leader of any country, you are constantly faced with that every single day. Forget Trump, even in your family. What my children want versus what my children need. What my wife wants versus what my wife needs. And so the problem is that it's very difficult leading people, especially in America. Because America, to its fault, is too diverse. It's too many opposing thoughts. It's too many opposing opinions. It's too many opposing. It's just too much. It's very difficult. So the nation itself is constantly in a tug of war, not just left to right, but north to south, left to right, east, west to north. Like it's a constant being pulled by everybody. So I'm not blaming white people. I'm saying that the white people that should be involved need to be involved. I'm not talking about libtards. I ain't talking about the left. I'm talking about people on the right that so-called love this country, America first. If it's truly America first, ain't no way in the world some Somalis can come over here and steal 40 billion.
Agree.
Not no savvy computer techs, not no espionage. We're talking about Somalians getting 40 billion with daycares with no children. Yeah. Daycares with no building. Like I'm talking about simple, basic scams, like side street hustle schemes, like 40 billion
and no consequences. No consequences. They laughing. Stimulated students that land is like women. If you can't protect it and take care of it, it ain't yours. That's the truth. And that needs to be the mindset. That needs to be the mindset of Americans. So when you see President Trump over there fighting these fights and we're like, oh, don't do that, that's mean, or oh, let them stay because they've been here so long, they came here illegally, they broke our laws, sorry, bye, gotta go. And if you don't want to go, you're gonna walk out here on your 2 feet, or you're gonna walk out in a body bag, period. We're done. That needs to be the vibes, but y'all just always feel so bad. You know, and he can't do his job. He really can't do his job.
You mentioned the media decides who the masses love, Blant. Okay, so again, the people on the quote unquote right, the conservatives, they're supposed to be the sensible ones. Like this is what I'm saying. That'll work on the left. I got you. Mm-hmm. But the right, the patriots, they're supposed to be different. Mm-hmm. They don't succumb to media propaganda. This is what I'm saying. So in the last 6 years, there's been a clear separation of the country of who's on what side. We've seen it. You got this side and that side. It's been clear. So because it's so clear, the right doesn't have the excuse of being tricked by the media. They just don't. Because remember, fake news. So most of the right shouldn't be believing the news anyway. Mm-hmm. If you want to get technical, listen, I know I was ranting earlier, but my point in all of this is what we are expecting the president to do, we need to be willing to do. This is by the people and for the people. So if the president is not doing what you want him to do, then again, come together and make some things shake. It's the same answer for all these dilemmas. If y'all voted for President Trump to do A, B, C, and D, and he doesn't, then guess what? In any other country, if the leader wasn't doing what they want him to do, they're gonna have to either gun the people. It's gonna be a war. In other countries, they just fight against the government and just die. They just die fighting. In Iran, how many got killed in Iran? 40,000?
Yeah, 40,000. Yeah. I don't think you were rambling. I think what you were saying needed to be said and I say it all the time. You guys, like when you keep blaming other people for your woes, you sound really black. White people, y'all sound really black. Y'all are blaming President Trump. Y'all are blaming the Jews. Y'all are blaming black people. You're blaming everybody. And really it is because you have lost control of your country. If you cannot discipline people who have stole $20 billion from you in your tax dollar, then you can't do anything. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're done. You might as well pack up, go home.
Somebody said Iran is still winning the war. Iran ain't winning.
Okay, y'all, we're having the grown-up conversation. This is the grown-ups table, okay? Iran cannot win a war against. See, this is the type of stuff that makes Americans unserious, because you know our capability and you know Iran's capability, just like y'all knew Russia's capability and y'all saw Ukraine's capability. Ukraine is still fighting because y'all keep saying that they have a chance. Everybody knows that Russia, China, and the United States of America have the largest military force. The United States of America military force is supreme by far, and y'all keep allowing the media to tell you that Iran is winning. Do you see how ridiculous you sound? And then you want to blame people for your foolishness. Like that. I mean, like this is why we're in this mess. But if y'all think Iran is winning against the United States, then you probably think Ukraine is winning against Russia. So I don't know what to tell you. So
some of the students had a good comment.
Okay, where?
Oh, I ain't forgot about 2030.
So what? What's that? As upset as I am about our politics, I will say that the problem of our nation start with the church. Absolutely. The churches are wicked beyond measure, teaching all sorts of blasphemies and heresies. I agree. I agree
totally. And that's really where the strength is not coming from, is the church. That's the problem.
Yeah, for
church
sure.
Is weak.
Yeah. Okay, stimulate student. Iran is fighting on their home front. Even if we're winning, it's a heavy expense. When Americans and Christians are dying, I have to draw a line. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to read a couple more comments. Project 2025 has pushed to Project 2030. Another hoax. Stay up. President Trump never said that he was going to do Project 2025. I do agree with everything that's in Project 2025. I wish President Trump would be more racist.
Yeah, I do too. I love what I read.
I wish he would be more racist. If y'all read, if you're a conservative, there's nothing in Project 2025 that you will disagree with. However, the media, the blacks, came all out in the streets crying about Project 2025, and y'all succumbed to the pressure. It's just the truth. I love y'all, but come on. If we're going to talk about the blacks, we got to talk about the whites too. Every American conflict after Vietnam has been fought from inventory. Wake up. What y'all think Trump's message about disclosure is? I mean, I think he tells you, I think President Trump has mastered the media. Like, you got to think about it. He's been in the media since before he was 30. He's 80 now, right? So when you think about that, that's 50 years in front of the cameras. You will know what President Trump wants you to know.
That's any leader. Though. Like,
that's just any smart leader. Any smart leader.
Yeah.
Any smart leader. All right.
Blanche, well, let me say this. I'll say this before we go. You all better pray that America does not lose a war. Because if America loses a war at this stage in the game, it's going to be curtains. Y'all can't fathom and imagine a country where it ain't listen, you better hope and pray, America. I know it sounds good. America losing a war. No, when you lose a war, you suffer a consequence. And you better hope we don't. Because if America loses a war, everybody coming. Everybody's coming.
So did you see, real quick, you guys, did y'all see that the U.S. allies came out and denounced the war? So now everybody was saying, oh, President Trump is not getting help from the allies. President Trump is not getting help from the allies. Okay, now that he is getting help from the allies, now what are y'all going to say?
Man, yeah, ain't nobody losing no wars, man.
Yeah, like we really don't need them. That's what instead of y'all just right that glad to be an American, y'all just keep talking racist. Listen to what he said.
Some are very enthusiastic and some are less than enthusiastic. And I assume some will not do it. I think we have one or two that will not do it that we've been protecting for about 40 years. Why are we protecting countries that don't protect us? And I've always felt that was a weakness of NATO. We were going to protect them, but I always said when in need, they won't protect us. We don't need anybody. We're the strongest nation in the world. We have the strongest military by far in the world. We don't need them. But it's interesting. I'm almost doing it in some cases, not because we need them, but because I want to find out how they react. Because I've been saying for years that if we ever did need them, they won't be there.
Blanche, you gotta love this man.
I keep telling people, man, America's military isn't, y'all, ain't nobody losing no war, man. I don't care what the media tells y'all. America ain't losing no war, man.
We not.
It's not going, dude, it's not. America could level Iran tonight.
We could.
Gone.
We could.
Destroy. Mm-hmm. They don't because it'll look bad. That's the only reason. It just looks bad.
They were saying about Venezuela, and the Venezuela army was talking about how America has some kind of weapon. Mind you, we don't even know what these weapons are that our country has, that immediately it made them, they couldn't move. They couldn't see, they couldn't move, and it paralyzed them. The army, it paralyzed them. They couldn't even help. They couldn't even fight if they wanted to. And they were like, our military is so powerful. And President Trump has always said that NATO allies are not going to come help us. And they proved they're not going to help us. So now they're like, no, we're going to help. And he's like, we don't really need you. I just wanted you to see that this is why we don't want to be in NATO anymore. So
thank you, Angela. Angela said that's why they're trying to make all the boys girls. That's the war America's facing. America's not going to face a war from a bullet or missile. The war with America is inside America itself, you know, abandoning American values and culture. That's the war. That's the fight. We're in that kind of fight in America. Militarily, there's no fight. The problem is, though, is that society's being weakened from the inside. All this in diversity, equity, and inclusion, all of this LGBTQ stuff, all of this foreign influence. Listen, me personally, it shouldn't be this many nations in America. It just shouldn't be. And if they do come to America, they need to be assimilating. These people are coming to America, setting up their own. Even where I live right now, and where you live, they got Asians in this spot, Indians in this spot, Muslims in this spot, Jews over here. Everybody got their own pockets of in America. Everybody has a mini version of their country in America. Don't exist nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
You can't go to Turkey right now and set up Blacktown.
What?
You can do it.
What? Or get welfare and steal their money and lie on your application. You can only do that in white countries.
So that's the problem with these Western nations.
Yeah.
And it all happened not even from a bullet or a missile, or it happened from fear of being called racist. It's crazy. Yeah. And they call you racist anyway. They call racist. Donald Trump gave Jesse Jackson money for his campaign. Yep. Still got called racist.
Still got called racist, still got betrayed. He gave Omarosa an opportunity on Apprentice and then gave her a job to help with the Black community. And then she turned around, wrote a book, and said he was racist. And it was allowed.
Omarosa literally wrote her own ticket with Trump. Mm-hmm. Trump was going to have Omarosa for the rest of her life making money, doing something. And she had to appeal to Black people.
Yep.
And Black folks don't even fool with Omarosa. They don't even care about Omarosa. Black folks don't care about Omarosa. She sacrificed all of that for Black folks who don't even care about her.
Yep. Yep. So anywho, you guys, I love that you guys are suicidal empathy. Exactly. And it's so sad. Hopefully you guys learned something at the grown-up table. This is the grown-up table portion where we're going to start to talk about, like, one current event, anything political that's going on. You guys, you can kind of put in the chat and let us know what you want to hear. But we just appreciate you rocking out with us. This is our show, our new show, Unblack. And y'all need to get on white too.
Clearly.
Hashtag American out here, America. Blanche, you want to give final words?
All right. Thank y'all for the dialogue. It was a great discussion in the chat today. Mm-hmm. Don't take this stuff personal, you all. I love y'all. This ain't personal. It's just us giving our opinions. I just believe in self-empowerment. And I believe that whatever I'm asking somebody else to do, I'm willing to do it. So I'm not putting my destiny in no other man's hand, not even the president. So that was my point. That's my only point was, if we want something done, we got to do it because this is our country and we got to live here. Trump's going to be gone in 2 years. Then what? Absolutely. What we going to do? We can't blame Trump no more. What we going to do when Trump ain't doing a bad job no more? Then what we going to do? No, we got to do it. And so that was my whole point.
Yep. Thank you to my super chatter, Matthew. I really appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Once again, if you have not already, go ahead and smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. It really helps us with the algorithms. Follow He Is Blanchard on all social media outlets. Follow Red Pill Brown Girl /Crystal CJ Shines Bright. And until next time, peace, guys.